Here's a really quick guide on how you can make a layered composition with some of your photographs and some of your textures that you've been making. So I'm going to create an A4 canvas in Photoshop, and I've got a folder with a few images and my textured backgrounds that I've made by hand. I'm just going to place it on there by dragging and dropping it, and then I'm going to go File and Open the images that I've got, and they open in a tabs along the top. I've got 3 photographs. I want to cut the buildings out and then layer them on top of my hand-rendered composition. So I'm going to use the pen tool with path selected on the top left just to track around the building as a block, finish the shape off, and then you right click, make selection. You'll see the little selection going around it, and then you've got to go select inverse. I can copy and I can paste it onto the other tab, scale it, and position it. I've just got to do a quick edit to make sure it's the black and white flaky grain that I want. So it's image and adjustments and black and white. There's loads of red in this building, so I can play with the red quite a lot. And now I'm going to use image and adjustments and levels and just bring the black and the white in. You can threshold it too, but I think this one just needs that doing to it. I'm going to double click on the layer to bring up the blending options, and I'm going to put a stroke around it. So the stroke on the left, you can apply a different thickness and color and blend mode on it, but I just want a big blocky black, ever so slightly transparent, because I think it layers quite nicely. I'm going to go over and find this other picture of the tower in Manchester, and this time I'm going to show you how to use the quick selection tool. So you select the quick selection tool, click it once, and it highlights your object. Then you can just go edit copy, edit paste. So it's much faster, but it does make your computer slow down a little bit. This image seems to be a little bit smaller, so I'm just going to scale this and place it to the side. I need to edit it. There's loads of light blues and cyans in this picture, so image and adjustments black and white. And I'm going to use levels just to make those little windows jump out a little bit more. And in this task, I'm not going to put a stroke around it. I'm going to put a block behind it. So I'm going to use the pen tool with the shape tool enabled. I've got this bright bluey turquoise selected. Make a shape by clicking around it. Look over at my layers and then just drop this below the layer, just underneath. And then it's like a wonky background. So it sort of layers it up again like the hand-rendered stuff. This one here is a really busy object, and the quick selection tool would be great for it. But I've got a different plan for it. I'm going to use the pen tool just to make a really messy, quick, chunky selection around it. I'll even take some of the sky in there as well. And I'm not even going to take the full building. I'm going to walk across and just make it feel a bit random and a bit strange. Right click, make selection, press OK, select inverse, and then edit copy, and then paste it on here. And as soon as you start scaling it with Control T, or you just move it around, you can right click and flip it so it faces the other way. I feel like this big arm of the building sticking off to the left is quite nice with the composition. I need to edit it. This time I'm going to go the opposite way and make the brickwork really dark, and then use levels to make the white really light. And it gives that threshold look with a bit more control. And then I think a nice background stroke around it whilst using the colour picker look just to pick different colours from my image might give me a nice outcome, and I quite think this works reasonably well. So you've got to play around with the composition, see what works where, and save a few versions of it. So with the same document, you can just go File, Export As, and save yourself a JPEG or a PNG. And then you can go back into it, add more buildings, cut things out using the pen tool or the quick selection tool, and see what you can create. So happy exploring with that one.